Hello and welcome to Dell's Gaming, and this is From the Depths, where we're actually in the campaign once again. Now, it's been a little while since I've been able to put a video up, and apologies for that. We had some issues with the versions that was causing the game to be unplayable in that all my ships were blowing up. Anyway, a few updates and then I was travelling for a while, so we're back to the campaign again now. This is a little runway, start of a little runway for the Air Force I have put in, a new building area. We have the Shocker airship has been built in the area, and this was the Onyx Watch, where they've got a little resource zone below this, which has got some resources coming in to build the other airship, which we will build at this position as well. On the map, a few things have happened. I've been defending this area quite vigorously against enemy reprisals, which they've got another one coming in at the moment, which is one reason I'm running at slightly slower speed, just to stop these getting a little quick, so I've got some time just to do the intro. So we've got a little battle coming up on here, but the plan for the moment is the Wolfpack are going to have a go, but on the edge, because torpedoes still have problems in the latest patches. They're not great, and I've been trying to work around it, so they're not brilliant, but we're going to give them a go. We have the new Squid class, and as well as some Type A's, which are all droned to the Squid class, and it's going to go along this far edge, stay in the deep water, and just to have a go at whatever it can go in these far eastern flank. Our main fleet had a nasty encounter with an Erie, which is still a very powerful ship, and it basically disabled the Nelson, and it's still not been able to fully repair itself. We did take it out in the end, but it was still tough going. Good old ship, always has been the Erie. Tough ship to beat. We've been beating Kingstons and lots of other Alcazars and other ships with our various forces. Then we've also got the main air fleet here, which has got the Ark Royal with some slightly updated ships, just to make sure that they work. They've got a little bit of damage at the moment they're trying to repair after a previous incursion. And we've got some updated bombers as well, which also, as I say, they took a bit of a beating from a halberd basically, but we'll use them against this Defiance. That should be a bit of a fun match. And we've also got a large air fleet, the 8th Air Wing, being built up here, which is just basically for one target, just for fun. So the plan then, just to go over, Wolfpack up the side. The main Grand Fleet is going to go straight up centre. We're actually going to do a slight hook here. We're going to bring them through into this zone, take out this resource zone, and then up. Then the Air Forces are going to go in and take out this square and the outposts, because we can't have that outpost sitting there reporting on our position. So the Air Forces are going to be basically just a massed battle against that outpost for giggles, basically. Anyway, that is the plan. Let's see how it's go. I may first of all just use the Air Forces against these Defiance. They're all fast sailing ships, so using the aircraft to catch up with them is most probably a good idea. So let's get on with that little battle first, once they get in range, and then I will, as normal, this will be speeded up because these are large battles, lots of blocks, they run slow, so we'll do the usual. Anyway, let's get on with it. Well, that last battle for the area and taking out the enemy Onyx Watch fortress took longer than expected, mainly due to problems with bloody AI and my own fault really. One of it, I thought I'd be sneaky and bring my fleet air arm across the mountain, and that just totally failed, and I had to remove them from the battle. But yeah, just generally AI not basically I think I showed on video at one point the frigates, the Centaurus, etc., thought that it was a valid route to go through the mountain. So they ended up on the mountain, and yeah, basically one point turned over and I had to remove them. So in the end, ended up with few ships against a Kingston and an Alcazar. Managed it in the end. I'm very happy with the battleships, the Halseys, the Nelson and Halsey. They did manage to take on the enemy and beat them down eventually, but I had to take manual control of the ships just to stop them going, beaching themselves on these islands. So yeah, it's an annoying bit about the AI. I think I've set them to maximum depth. I might have to have a look at the AI, see what I can do about that, but it is just something you have to allow for, I think, in the game, and just be aware that you might have to take control or make sure that they've got the speed up. Change is coming in the AI, so that could be interesting, but some of this is more detection of the environment. Why is it setting a path across a mountain, for a ship? Doesn't make sense. Anyway, next battle, we have got a little attack coming in against the ships here. Warden, yeah, nothing too much. So I think I'm going to go in with our air attack next. We'll bring up the fleet air arm up to this area, and then we will attack this base. Unfortunately, our subs did not really do very well. They tried, but just basically did not succeed against the enemy. They came across an Erie, and they are powerful little buggers. In that last battle, the Erie did most of the damage to the Nelson, and I had to take it out of play. Did finally manage to get through its shields and defences, but the subs just have not got that weight of fire against aerial targets, because obviously their torpedoes are of no use, and the guns were okay. Maybe if I'd had another one of the Squid class, so there was 2 sets of guns able to fire at the Erie, I think they would have eventually managed to get through the shields and do enough damage so that the missiles etc. could hit. But maybe next time, maybe I'll build another one of the cruisers and give them another go. But just at the moment, didn't really work as I had hoped. The Erie, though, is a big ship. 250 resource points, flying, erratic flight movements, shields, anti-munitions, good guns. It's a good ship, always has been. Anyway, let's go and bomb the crap out of these areas, just in retribution. I might actually go up north, send one up there, and then go in. I'll see how I feel. Okay, on to the battle. And after a semi-successful campaign, apart from the subs, we've taken over that next area of the Onyx Watch, and I'm sort of happy with the ships. The battleships did very well, just need basically a bit more firepower, but the guns are good. And the bombers, I quite enjoyed the bombers. Mass bomber formation seemed quite good fun, so that may be something to work on. But also the air arm, the carrier craft, it has taken me a while to finish this particular section because of various crashes and the AI bugs and a few other bits and pieces, but I'm going to persevere on and clean up a few more areas. We've got another resource area to possibly go and adventure in and take over to get even more resources, and some more areas to clean up. I think it's also possibly time to upgrade the ships. We're still relatively using ships which we were used in the Deepwater Guard. The town class cruisers, the Dorchester and the Doncaster, did very well. I quite like their missiles, and they did well against the Onyx Watch big ships and also the Senator frigates. So I'm going to look at some alternatives and just how they all work, and maybe an upgrade a couple of the ships just before we get into the last areas, because it looks like we're heading soon into the Onyx Watch's home base, I think, if anything. I think if, let's have a look in here, that's the wrong, not the one I wanted. So just quickly looking at the Onyx Watch territory. Actually, territory is 68% of its original size, so actually got quite a fair bit to go yet. So not, that's obviously just a little in there. I think possibly, I'm trying to remember now, possibly it's up here somewhere is maybe their home base in that sort of area. So we've got a fair bit to go through, so I think possibly a ship to be a little bit more effective on in could be better, could be a good idea. We've got some quite large areas, 200, and definitely something against that Erie. That Erie was just scary. You know, disabling my battleships like that, that's a scary ship, is the Erie. Anyway, that's it for this particular video. I'll get one up and do some more as quickly as possible, see if I can do a bit of a catch up on where we were. But until next time, leave any comments below as normal, subscribe and do the like, because it's for YouTube and you know that's what you do. Any good ideas, any good names for the next level of ships, and obviously the subs not quite working as I would like. I might leave them out until the next missile update, and then we'll have a re-look at them at that point. They're just not quite, the torpedoes are just not working. I don't think they're going to get fixed if they've got a new missile update coming up. But any comments on a better solution on that, let me know as well. Until then though, as always, keep playing the game and have fun.